Beautiful English, beautiful accent, really. Dear brothers and sisters, learn English. Aisha Speed is a man from America. He's a young boy, let me say that. Somebody who's around 20 years old. 20 years old. I want to let you just know a little bit about his life. And in 2019, he started what we call live screaming.
About Afghanistan, what's your future plan for Afghan people, especially
I
Afghanistan?
have a little hard time understanding you. Where are you from? Oh. Actually, it's a beautiful voice and a beautiful accent. The only problem is I can't understand a word you're saying. But I just say this: good luck. Live in peace. Go ahead, please. That's okay. Yeah, please.
Hey, my people, I greet you. It has been for so long time. I've been color pointing to each and everybody to learn the American accent, and you don't want to do that. I want to let you know that you just gonna struggle if you don't make sure that you know the American accent. Okay, let me let you know. Asha Speed is making the tour in Africa. He has come from America, he's from America. So he's a young boy of around 20 years old. He just has been living in America, but nowadays he just made it to in Africa. He's visiting some African countries. As he decided that he's just going to visit at least 20 African countries. But I was shocked once he came in Rwanda, really. 3 days ago, last week he was actually in Rwanda. I was very shocked. So to see in different social media, just a lot of reporters are just saying how Rwandan people don't know English very well, how it was very hard actually to communicate with the Asha Speed. And we actually saw that in different platforms, how people were just actually speaking, and I get a hard time to understand him. And him also to understand people in East Africa community, it was very dangerous. And this is the problem of not learning the American accent. When I tell you actually to learn the American accent, you don't want. You say, yeah, this is Damascene's business. No, I'm not looking for money, guy. I'm just telling you to learn the American accent because it is the most amazing and extraordinary accent and a pronunciation nowadays that is used several times. English was born in England, in UK, and it grew up in America. Nowadays, it came to die in Africa, right? That's where even African folks, we are actually speaking English. You know that America is one of the greatest continent in the world. And if you just want to get the development, you must make sure that you learning the American accent. Just be careful with your pronunciation. Don't always speak the British, also learning how to speak the American accent. When Aisha Speedy came in Rwanda, it cost him an arm and a leg to understand. There are some content creators in Rwanda. Actually, when they were speaking English, you should say, what? 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 That means that he couldn't understand them. And him as well, when he was actually speaking, yeah. So you could understand people saying, okay, 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 visiting, 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 visiting. They don't understand actually his English. And he was actually speaking a very great English, a very beautiful English, beautiful accent, really. Dear brothers and sisters, learn English. Aisha Speed is a man from America. He's a young boy, let me say that. Somebody who's around 20 years old. 20 years old. I want to let you just know a little bit about his life. And in 2019, he started what we call live screaming. He did that, and when he saw that there were some subscribers, followers, he just said he gave her. So he went to football. And then in 2020, you know that we had a hard cycle that is called COVID-19. So his friend came and told him again, hey, bro, can we get started again the live screaming as long as people are just in lockdown? Okay, Aisha Speedy said, okay, let's do it again. So he tried it for the second time, and the people started just following him. Now he's one of the greatest young boys actually in America who are just being followed by a big number of people all around in the world. So this man has decided to visit at least 20 African countries. He's just traveling all around in Africa. But in at least some countries that he has visited, I've been following, okay? So he's live streaming and some videos, okay, on different social media like TikTok, Instagram. African people are getting a hard time to understand I show speed. Why? They don't understand the American accent. Dear brothers and sisters, learn the American accent. I was a very, very, very sad. So I'm also in Rwanda, okay? I'm a Rwandan one. But when I call upon you to learn the American accent, sometimes you don't understand. Dear brothers and sisters, I think you've seen all these videos. People were getting a hard time to understand I should speak. While I was speaking a very, very, very tremendous English. That's why each and every day I call upon you to learn the American accent. I think my students, those who follow me actually every single day, I showed you the video of Donald Trump when he was just in front of reporters, was just speaking, having a speech. And one reporter from Israel spoke English, but Donald Trump couldn't understand what she was speaking. She was a girl. So let me also play this video and just let you understand this video actually.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Woman, as a high expectation from you. Do you have any plan to change Afghanistan situation? Are you able to recognize Taliban? Because I'm an Afghan journalist, Afghan separate woman. Any comment about Afghanistan? What's your future plan for Afghan people, especially Afghanistan?
I have a little hard time understanding you. Where are you from? Actually, it's a beautiful voice and a beautiful accent. The only problem is I can't understand a word you're saying. But I just say this, good luck. Live in peace. Go ahead, please. That's okay. Yeah, please.
Bingo! This is actually what happens. When you don't know the American accent, things are just going to cost you an arm and a leg because there are some actors from America, there are some comedians from America, there are some legion people from America. When actually they are speaking English, you will always get a hard time to understand them. Dear friends of mine, learn the American accent. So we don't want to be ashamed in front of those people when they come to visit us in East Africa community. When they come in Uganda, I'm just talking these things actually kind of pointing to people from Uganda, people from Burundi, Democratic Republic of Congo, okay? And even Kenyan people. This message is yours. Just be serious on the task. Start learning the American accent, okay? So we don't want to be ashamed in front of those people when they actually come in visiting. You know, Rwanda is the cleanest country in Africa where we have a lot of things just to be visited. We are getting a bunch of tourists just coming in Rwanda for all actually visiting. So when they come, we have to make sure that we are actually talking to them and we don't have any problem to understand what they are saying. Dear brothers and sisters, so I'm done. But I was sad, really, I was sad to see how East Africa people, how Rwandan people are just getting a hard time to understand actually when Aisha Speed is speaking. So when Donald Trump is speaking, what is going to happen? You can't understand anything. That's why, guys, be serious on the task. Force yourself to learn the American accent and do better. Make sure you are just speaking it and make sure that you can speak to each and everybody. When you don't know the American accent, you know what happens. Wow. You may say that you know English. Actually, you do. And you speak it everywhere. You can even be a teacher somewhere or lecturer. You are just teaching it. But when you are speaking a full British accent, when you meet somebody who speaks American accent or who speaks, you won't understand actually what he's speaking. Okay, let me wrap up here. I was actually telling you this message. And I'm very sad. I'm telling you this. So when I give you some lessons here of American accent, some slangs, some idioms, you really don't understand me and you don't even want to learn them actually. You say, what is this? Okay, let's let it go. But I'm telling you, you're just going to regret. And I'm telling you, there is no time like a prison. This is the only time for you to start dealing with the American accent because you don't know where you shall be tomorrow. You are a YouTube content creator, okay? Maybe you're using TikTok, WhatsApp, Instagram, and so on. You have to make sure that you learn the American accent because if you don't, there are some contents you won't be able to translate. Maybe if your content is only translating some songs from America or translating some speeches of some presidents from different states, from different countries. If you don't know the American accent, it thinks are just gonna cost you an arm and leg. And when you just gonna translate the message, you just gonna start lying, saying things that actually the speaker didn't say. And then all these come because you don't want to care about the American accent. So for me, I do speak the American accent. I'm from Rwanda. I'm a Rwandan one. So in Rwanda, we speak English very well. But I wish that this should be to all people who are saying to be educated people actually in Rwanda should learn the American accent. Okay, dear YouTube content creators, please learn the American accent. We don't want to be ashamed again when somebody comes again to visit this country. And there are some reporters, they don't know English. Some YouTube content creators, some content creators, they don't also know English. When it's like talking, when they're just making the interview, when they're talking to those foreign people, they don't speak English. They understand some few things, but they can't even understand the whole message. Okay, guys, I'm very sad. I'm telling you, really, I was very sad when I saw when Aisha Speed was in Rwanda and the people were just. I saw someone was about greeting him and it was very blissful. It's like he was going to hug him, but he missed the way to express his feelings. He lost how to communicate with them. My Lord, this is what happens. I was a very sad guys. Okay, goodbye, but counts all my words.